For Morningstar, I'm Christian Charret. We're here at the Morningstar Investment Conference in Toronto, and my colleague David Blanchett, who's head of retirement research at Morningstar Investment Management, just closed the last session of the morning. David, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, your presentation was called Alpha, Beta, and now Gamma. Now, we've talked about Gamma before on Morningstar.ca, but why don't you just give us a brief recap of what exactly Gamma is?
Sure, so Gamma is just trying to quantify the benefits from good financial planning. A lot of people think about good stock selection, good fund selection. Gamma is kind of everything else you can do to help someone achieve a goal.
Okay. Now, for our viewers who would like more details on exactly what Gamma is, what it consists of, there are links right under the video players to previous interviews that we did and to the paper itself that explains it. Now, David, the paper was published about 9 months ago. You've been touring extensively, doing presentations at various conferences. How has the reception been from the advisor community? What is some of the feedback that you've got?
I think it's been very positive. A lot of advisors have long kind of told their clients they do more than just kind of pick investments for them to help them accomplish a goal. And so it's been positive, but clients and advisors want to know how they can use it for their clients. They want to know, I want to show my Gamma and what I'm doing to help a client achieve a goal. And the one thing we don't have yet is a mechanism for them to do that, but that's the stuff we're kind of working on right now.
Okay. And has there been any criticisms of some of the techniques that you use?
Well, I mean, the math is kind of nerdy. It's hard to kind of implement from a practitioner perspective, but I mean, I think it's been overwhelmingly positive in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. Now, there have been some recent changes in regulation here in Canada. They're requiring more disclosure of financial advisors regarding mutual funds, the fees that are charged by mutual funds, namely trailer fees. And that may have led some investors to question exactly what the value of their advisor might be. Do you think this is a good way to help advisors demonstrate how valuable they are to their clients?
I hope so, because I really do think that it's hard for advisors to demonstrate to clients exactly what their value is. And so the idea behind Gamma and this research is to just show someone and demonstrate what they're doing actually does provide value for a fee.
Now, a lot of the concepts that you put in the context of Gamma, things like asset location, keeping your stocks in a taxable account and your bonds in a tax shelter, those concepts aren't new. These have been done for quite a while by good financial planners. What is different is the fact that you're now measuring this. You're able to measure exactly the value that's being added through these techniques. How does this change the game?
Well, I mean, I think first off, you're right that a lot of the things we talk about in the paper have been done for decades in some instances. Like the difference now is we're kind of pulling them together in one framework and saying, okay, given these 5 things, what is the value? So it's more than just saying, okay, if you do asset location, it's a good thing. It's saying if you do it, it adds, 10% more income or retirement, whatever it is. It's quantifying it versus just saying it helps you achieve a goal better.
Okay, and finally, what's the next step? Obviously, the math involved in calculating Gamma is fairly advanced, so it's not something that the average person can do on their own. Are there tools being developed that are going to help advisors implement these things?
Possibly. I don't think we're sure at this point. I think that we're going to do more research looking at other factors, other things you can do that do add value for retirees and for individual investors. But we're not really sure yet at Morningstar where it's going to go in terms of implementation for people to use.
Okay. Thank you very much, David.
Thanks for having me.